All right, so it's 8:06 more or less. I have to start the class now. I don't know why the video is not there. Okay, okay, good. Now, again, it's 8:06. I have to start with today's class. I know why the video is like that. Just give me a second. I'm going to try to fix it. Yeah, it should be okay. Good. Now it's good. Okay. Now, let's begin. All right. You're going to join the class in in some minutes, I imagine. But in the meantime, I have to start working on this element that is the present perfect. Okay, so I'm going to begin. And there you go. Now, the present perfect is actually past, right? It's one type of past that we use and it serves for a specific purpose, that is to express indefinite past. Simple past, that is the past that everybody knows, that's definite past because we know when it happened. All right. For example, I went to the party yesterday, or I started the course last week, or they traveled right to the US 2 days ago. Right. All those ideas are expressed in past, and they are also. I'm going to move this here. They are also definite because we can answer to the question when. If we ask when did those actions take place, we can answer, right? We can say last year, we can say 2 days ago, we can say something about the past, a definite expression about the past. Now, this is also past the present perfect, but the main difference, and actually that's the difference, is that this is indefinite. So we don't know or we don't want to say when it happened, okay? So, for example, before going to the past, the present perfect, sorry, itself, first we have to take a look at a short review. So we have to be sure that the simple past is clear, and then we go to the present perfect, okay? Because again, we need to review this. This is exactly what Pearson is doing, and this is what we have to do. So again, simple past is definite past and present perfect indefinite past. We need to be sure that we understand both of them. The simple past has these four examples. So please, Gina, let's read those four examples that you see over there to understand more of this.
Okay. She traveled to Santa Cruz yesterday. They took their tests last weekend. I watched that movie last month. Peter and I went to the concert 2 days ago.
Thank you, Gina. So all of them, right, traveled, took, watched, went, they are simple past. But besides using a verb in the simple past, we're also saying something that is definite. Yesterday, last week, last month, and 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago. Those are definite time expressions. Because if I ask you, right, Gina, when did she travel to Santa Cruz? You can say yesterday. When did they take their test? Last weekend. When did I watch that movie? Last month. And when did we, perhaps over there, right? When did we go to the concert? 2 days ago. Okay, so to the questions of when in the simple past, we can answer because we know when. Okay, now this is very important to start with the present perfect. Perhaps you know it, but we have to cover it. We have two types of verbs, right? The regular ones that are past just by adding ed, watched, like, liked, travel, traveled, fix, fixed, and so on. But we also have irregular verbs, right? Write, wrote, written, eat, ate, eaten, drink, drank, drunk. And we have to use the simple past, that is the second conjugation for the simple past tense, and the past participle for the present perfect. But again, this is review. This is not the lesson yet. So to practice this, please, Gina, we are going to try to have more than a conversation. You're going to tell me something in past. All right? Try to tell me, please, Gina, using these past structures, what you did and some things that you didn't do last weekend. Okay, this last weekend. So what do you say? Try to tell me at least your Saturday in the morning, afternoon, evening. Tell me, please, the activities that you did and some that you didn't do.
Okay. I played with my friends on Saturday. I didn't walk with my dog last Friday. Did the question igual?
Yes, in that case, actually, your examples are good. But you can try to tell me, instead of separate sentences, try to give me like a complete idea, right? For example, I mean this. You can say, right, on Saturday, right, in the morning, I woke up at, I don't know, right, 8 a.m. Then I took a shower and I had to go to the university, right? So I went there, I passed, right, classes, I had lots of conversations with my partners, we had something to eat. Then we went to walk around the city after our classes. Then I went back, right, and so on. So instead of giving me separate ideas, please, Gina, try to give me like that complete story of something that you did or many things that you did. It can be on one day, on Saturday, or you can tell me some things that you did on Friday, then on Saturday, but try to connect them, please. And again, not the question, because actually here you're just going to tell me things that you did and you didn't do, but in the form of telling a story. Okay, that's more or less the logic. So what do you say? One more time, please. Tell me like a story or in the form of a story, things that you did and you didn't do. Some of them, mainly the things that you did on last weekend, and it can be any day, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So what do you say? What else can you tell me in that way as a story?
Okay. In the no in Friday in Saturday I woke up 8 a.m. I brushed my teeth. Then I took a shower, and I made breakfast. Later, I went to city with my parents because I need to because we wanted to see no sé cómo se dirá, desfile de petas.
Of what? That's a parade. But what's the second part? A parade of what?
I am
Because that word, what you want to say, it's a parade. Okay, a parade. That's, for example, I don't know, right? A student's parade. If it's a student's parade, then it's for students, right? But it's a parade of what? Who are in that parade?
parade. No, I don't understand.
Yeah, what do you want to know? You want to know this, right? In the chat. That's the word you want to know,
Yes.
right? That's parade.
Parade.
Okay, parade. Of what? Parade of what?
Parade of what?
You said, right, a parade of, and I didn't hear the second part.
Okay. Then we my parents and I bought fish food for for my for my fishes. Mm, I I picked my sister and brother because went I went to restaurants. Then in in the afternoon I did my homework. I olvidé cómo se decía alimentar, feed.
Yes, and in past it's going to be like fed.
Fed. I fed my dogs. I finally my family and I went to a grandparents' house for the San Juan. And
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, good, great. I think it was a great job, Gina. Good. I can see that you can manage past very well. I only have two observations, okay? Only two observations. In the first part, right? Remember, you don't say in Saturday. That's incorrect. You're going to say on Saturday, right? On, always on. On plus the day, right? Not in. But you can say in the morning, right? In the morning, comma, on Saturday, comma, and you continue with the idea, right? Then be careful. All the verbs were good. You conjugate, right? Bought, wanted, right? Went, and so on. They are great. Okay. Just one detail. When you say, and I brush my teeth, right? Brush, it sounds like present, right? How do you say brush in past? That's regular, right? It's a regular verb.
Can you repeat, please?
Yes, brush, right? You said brush. I brush my teeth. But brush, it sounds like present. It sounds like base verb, right?
Yes.
How do you say that?
Brush it.
Close, close. It's with ed, but you don't say brush it. It has to be brushed, right? Brushed. Exactly, brushed. Exactly, and it's with ed, right? It's going to be with ed, but we don't pronounce the e. We only say t. The same in when you say I picked, right, my brother and sister, right, or something like that. But remember, instead of picked, it's going to be picked, right? I picked up, exactly, picked up my brother and sister. So let's repeat that idea, please. I picked up my brother and sister.
I picked up my brother and sister.
Good, exactly. Okay, so remember, On Saturday, not in Saturday, on Saturday, I brushed my teeth and I picked up my brother and sister. Or you can say, if you want to say the two of them, my siblings, right? If you say my siblings, you are saying brother and sister. Okay, but that's it. Everything else is great. Just those details, Gina, in general, it is great. If you have questions or comments, please let me know. In general, I don't have observations. I think that you can manage the past very well. But remember, this is only review, okay? Now we have to go to the real lesson. That is the present perfect. Let's read this slide, please, Gina. Present perfect, the definition or the introduction plus the examples, please.
Okay. We use the present perfect to talk about indefinite events in the past. They have watched that movie before. Watch it. We have traveled to Santa Cruz 3 times. Peter has studied for the test for many days. She has eaten pasta many times. Eat, ate, and eat.
Great, thank you, Gina. Good. Okay, just one detail. Remember, we are only going to say like it when we have a T or a D before the ED, right? For example, want, it's W-A-N-T, right? It finishes in T. So if you have T, yes, we're going to say it. So wanted, right? It. But if it doesn't finish, if the word doesn't end in T or D, then it's only going to be like T at the end. So it's going to be watched, right? Like liked, watched, washed, then played. All right, all of them are going to be t, 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 unless we have a T, right? And again, when do we have a T in your example, right? Want. Then here we say wanted, right? Or permit, right? Here you say it's consonant, vowel, consonant, so permitted, right? Omitted, all right? So we say it, but just because we see the T, okay? The T or the T over here.
Wanted.
Exactly. It, exactly. Wanted, permitted, omitted, right? But here we don't say watch it. No, it's going to be watched, traveled, studied. You did it. This was good. Okay, only watch. The three of them or the two of them were good. Traveled, studied, great. But here also watched, right? So watch,
with
watched, T, exactly.
Watch it.
Watched, exactly. Like it has to be like watched, watched. It's like two consonants, right? The ch and the t. The two of them are together, and that's good. So let's repeat, please, one more time this word, only one time.
Watch it.
Watched, right? You read first watch, then you say t. Watched. Watched. Exactly.
And traveled.
It was good. Traveled, also T, traveled, studied, right? Studied, also the T over there, right? But here we say it. Wanted or wanted, permitted, and omitted, right? It. But only because you have a T. Okay, T, ed, T, ed, T, ed. But here you don't have, right? You have ched, so t. Led, t. Ied, t. All right. For example, how do you say the past of like, Gina?
Huh?
What is the past of like?
Like, liked.
Liked, exactly. Good. And the past of, let's say, a play.
Prayed.
Played. The past, I'm only going to give you regular verbs, okay? So only ed, it's good. The past of avoid.
Avoid. Avoid. Avoid. Avoid.
But remember the rule. If it finishes in T or D, then you say it. Avoid it, right?
Avoid.
So, exactly. And why? Because avoid ends in D. So if it finishes in D or in T, the ED is going to be strong, all right? And you say it, avoid it, want it, permit it, right? It. But only because of this word, Gina, okay? Only because of the D. Only because of that, here you say it, right? You have to pronounce it. But that's it, okay? You
Avoided.
only take that into account. Mhm. Okay, I don't know if you have questions about that before continuing. Let me know, please. Okay, we can go to the next part. Remember, you can ask any questions. Let's continue reading this, please, Gina. Let's read everything about conjugation.
Write a sentence in the present perfect. You need to use have or has and the past participle of the verb. Have the use I, we, you, they. Has he, she, it. Past participle eat, ate, eaten. Go, went, gone. Give, gave, given. Write, wrote, written.
Great, thank you very much. So let's remember that in the present perfect, we have to use have or has, right? I have, we have, you have, they have, or he, she, it has. He has, she has, it has. And the past participle of the verb, right? For example, I have eaten, we have gone, you have given, they have written, or he has eaten, she has gone, it has given, right? That's the present perfect. And these are the formulas, right? Now here, something interesting and important to know, Gina, is that we don't have to say something definite, right? If I ask you this, Gina, remember, we don't say anything definite. Tell me if this sentence is correct or incorrect. I have gone to the party yesterday. I have gone to the party yesterday. What do you say, correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Okay, and why? Why is it incorrect?
Because it's used yesterday and the yesterday is a definite time.
Very good. Great. You get this. I think you know these rules, and that's very good. It means this is going to be reviewing and reinforcing that. Great, Gina. That's correct. So in affirmative, I have given a gift before. Negative, I haven't given a gift before. In yes, no question, have you given a gift before? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. In WH questions, what have you given before? And the answer, a gift. I have given a gift before. Okay, so this is very simple, but we need to practice and we need to go to our file, Gina. So please go to our document on Google Classroom, all right, Google Docs. Let me know when you're in the document, please, Gina, and I'm going to give you the instructions. Okay, if you're there, perhaps you're going there, Gina. I'm going to give you the instructions anyway as you're going to the document. We only need 4 examples, Gina. Affirmative, negative, one yes no question, and one WH question. Okay, affirmative, negative, yes no question, and WH question, as you can see here. But besides that, please, Gina, you're going to use some of these expressions. So you can use, for example, in affirmative, you can say once, twice, before, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and so on. Or you can say for 5 days, for 5 years, since, and you say the starting period of time, right? Since January, since, I don't know, something that is specific, but only the beginning. We don't know if it finished or not. Or you can say already, you can say yet, you can say just, and so on. Okay, so you have all these possibilities. But remember, Gina, for examples, affirmative, negative, yes, no question, WH question, and try to use some of these expressions. So I don't know if you have any questions so I can give you the time to write those 4 ideas, Gina. Let me know, please, if you have questions.
No, teacher.
Okay, let's do it then, please. Those 4 examples, it's 8:33, more or less. We're going to have until 8:37, 38, and we check. And if you finish before, please let me know, Gina. Okay, let's work on that, please. All right, so I'm going there. When we're gonna see what you got, and we continue working. So I'm here with you, Gina. Let's read those ideas, please.
Okay. I have watched the Titanic movie several times. My little brother has never gone to the party. He has not tasted Chinese food yet. Had you ever traveled to Australia? What has she done in her travels?
Thank you very much, Gina. Okay, in general, the structure of all of them is correct. Okay, I have no observations in structure. We're going to practice yet some words and the pronunciation of them. Okay, remember this one. So let's read this word one more time, please. How do you read this word?
Uh, I have watched.
Watched, exactly, right?
Watched.
Watched. Let's repeat it one more time,
Watch.
please. Watched.
Watched.
Uh, watched, exactly. The last one is very good. Watched, perfect. Now, this one, you in English, this is going to be the Titanic. Okay, Titanic. Let's read that one, please, as well. The Titanic.
Titanic.
Titanic, great. Also, this one, please. Taste it. Taste it.
Tested.
Taste it. This Australia. Australia. Let's repeat that one as well, please. Gina, Australia.
Australia.
Great. And here travels is not bad, but instead of travels, you can say sometimes trips or journeys. All right, some of those. It's sometimes going to be the better option. Okay,
Oh,
but those are alternatives. Okay, so let's repeat those words, please, Gina. Trips and journeys.
trips and journeys.
Okay, good. I believe that it's working good. Great. Now, we can continue, but let me know if you have any questions before we can continue, please, Gina. No? All right.
No, teacher.
Because, okay, good. With that, we're finishing this lesson, okay? This is a very short lesson because we need to know the present perfect. You have it, and I can see your examples that you do, so it is very good. Now, I am going to work with this idea about future. Let me open this, and we start with the next lesson today and tomorrow. And sorry, not tomorrow, today and Wednesday. Okay, so Gina, this is future. What is the difference between will and be going to for future, Gina? What do you know about?
Um, will be going use both uh, uh, the future plans. And the will is uh, instant decisions or promise. The be going to use plans and prediction. I see the present. For example, I um I see I see when if I see the soccer soccer match, the tipo en el partido está 5-0, I win, the, my team, is going to win. No, is going to win. Because I see the uh, uh, the team has very goals.
You can say it has a very big advantage, right? A very big advantage. Okay, yes. Yes, everything you said is correct. Great, Gina. Great, thank you very much. Good, that was a very good example. Because you are basing your prediction on that evidence, right? On present evidence. Because if it's 5-1, right, that big advantage in terms of the goals they scored is making you say that your team is going to win because you are predicting that on the basis of the 5 goals, and perhaps it's only 5 minutes left, right? So it's 5 minutes about to right be finished, and you can say with a certain certainty that your team is going to win. So great, very good. Let's refresh a little bit more about will. Gina, this is just refreshing, sorry, because you know this. You know the very difference between will and be going to, right? Will, sometimes for decisions made at a moment of speaking, as you can see over there. Predictions based on opinion, not on evidence, right? And be going to is the opposite. Be going to is predictions based on evidence and decisions made before the moment of speaking, or in other words, plans, right? So everything again that you said is correct. Let's reinforce, please, Gina, and let's read this simple future.
Use will to talk about prediction based on opinions, future facts, offers, promises,
Uh,
and decisions made at the moment of speaking.
Thank you. This word is going to be like in the first part, pro, and then here, misses, promises, promises.
Promises.
Okay, good. So these are the most important ones, right, Gina? Predictions based on opinion and the decisions made at a moment of speaking. Those two are very important. We know the formula, right? Anytime we have a model, we use the base verb. So let's also read these examples, please, Gina. They are related to the purposes and the reasons why we use will. So let's read the 4 of them, please.
Okay. Okay. I'll go to the party tonight. Decision at the moment of speaking. I think that there will be problems tomorrow. Prediction based on opinion. The doctor says that the effects of the medicine will start tomorrow. Future fact. I'll go to your I go I'll go to your party next year. You'll see. Promise.
Thank you, Gina. So these are 4 interesting examples, and that's what you're going to write now, please, Gina. You have decision made at the moment of speaking. It means that that decision was made at that moment. It's not a plan. It's something that you decided at that exact moment and you believe that you will do. Then prediction based on opinion, right? It's not something that you know, it's what you believe will happen. So will. Future facts, right? What is a future fact? Gina, is going to be something that it's part of nature, it's part of your body, it's part of the world, the universe, right? For example, the effect of the medicine is because it will happen. Okay, it's not your decision. When it's not your decision and it's what happens naturally in the world, we will for a future fact. Okay, and finally, you have a promise, right? Something that you say that you will do as part of a promise. So these are the four examples that we are going to write right now, please, Gina, in the same place in our document. If you have questions, Gina, please let me know. If not, let's go directly to the document. Let's try those four examples. We have 4 minutes until more or less 8:50, 53, 54, perhaps one extra minute, and we check. Okay, let's do it, please. And again, if you have questions, let me know. Okay, so I'm going there. We work on this last part and we're about to finish the class. But let's see what you got. Gina, I'm here with you. Let's read those four ideas.
Okay, maybe I will travel to Chapare next week. Uh, I think that we will pass the test because we studied hard. Um, it is very cold and you could not wear a dress. Tomorrow you will be cold. I promise that I will give you a gift in the next Christmas. Christmas.
Christmas? Yes, it's good. Yeah. The first one, again, that seems like decision made at the moment of speaking. Yes, if that's the case, good. Second one, prediction, right, based on opinion, not evidence. Yes. The third one we're going to see before we finish. Number four, I promise I will give you a gift right in the next Christmas with that capital letter. Yes. Good. Just number three, okay? Just one detail with number three. If you say that idea tomorrow, right, comma, you're missing a comma here. Tomorrow, comma, you will be called. Yes, I mean, it's possible, Gina. That can be, yeah, I mean, how the body can react to the temperature. So if you're pretty sure that that's going to be the case and that's going to be a natural reaction, but that is going to happen, not because you say, but because it will happen, all right, then it's okay. But if you believe that this is one type of prediction based on evidence, then here you don't use will and you have to use be going to. Okay, so will, again, it depends on how you state that, Gina, is going to be when you want to mention something that will happen and you don't have anything to do there, right? For example, the sun will rise tomorrow, right? You're describing nature. You are not saying what you believe is going to happen or will happen. No, it's part of nature, right? Or the medicine, as in the example, will affect your body, or you can say will affect your emotions. You will feel a little bit sad or depressed because of the medicine. And not because I'm saying, not because I believe that, but because it is a natural reaction, right, to the medicine. But again, if what you're saying there is going to be a natural reaction that you know will happen, because if you say tomorrow, Gina, you don't know that perhaps tomorrow is not going to be like that, or something is going to be different, right? So this situation can change. But what you say, right, with will in future fact doesn't change. Okay, so that's only a clarification because all the examples that you're using here, they are good, okay, and they are correct. So I don't
Entonces,
know if you have any questions about this detail.
entonces I use the going
In this case, if it's a prediction, yes, it has to be
because
going to.
is the uh, a present evidence the oh
Mhm.
yes
Exactly.
because the present evidence is it is very cold and you don't wear a the you wear a dress
Yes, you
is
could
the
not wear a
evidence.
dress. Yes, that's the evidence.
Ah, okay.
And it should be going to, right? Okay, but again, the logic that you're using also is correct. But in this case, with number three, it is better to say be going to. Okay, just that one. I don't know if you have any other questions, Gina, because with that we are finishing today.
No, teacher.
Okay, good. So let's finish, please, Gina. Today we have two things, okay, two surveys. First, I'm sending the first survey. This is the daily survey, okay? Finish that, and we have one more, please, Gina. because this is the fourth class out of 8. Okay, so this is the middle of our course. And I'm going to send a satisfaction survey. Okay, so give me a second. It's only 2 questions. The satisfaction survey is only 2 questions. And there you have. And this survey, Gina, is about the first 4 classes. All right. So that's it. I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you on Wednesday, Gina.
Okay, teacher. Bye, teacher.
Take care.